If you are really serious about making 2025 your year to thrive, let's first look at the word thrive. Thrive means to prosper, be fortunate, or successful. So, to accomplish this, you will have to do some things differently. If you don't have a method on how to plan, I'm going to share with you how I plan year round, but more specifically for 2025, because I want to see growth in 2025 as well. And I want to share those steps with you. First, I use Fresher as my scheduling app because it has amazing features. I will show you some of those features in this presentation that helps me to stay organized. Here is what I do and how I use Fresher to make that happen. Fresher's advanced features keeps me organized, helps me with marketing, and most of all, it keeps me connected to my clients. So you understand what I mean by planning, it's like spring cleaning. Look for whatever is old, which you don't use anymore, what doesn't fit, etc., and what needs to toss. Sometimes some things can be refurbished though. How does that relate to business planning? You may have services that are not converting. You may not have provided those services in a long time, or your service menu may need to be revised, or it needs to be restructured, or sometimes some items need to be removed from your service menu altogether. So it doesn't make sense to have those items that are not in demand, like an old shoe. You may just have to toss it, okay? So you want to revisit, review, and remove items from your service menu. So use your discretion with that. When it comes to your customers, you may have customers who you haven't seen in a long time, and you may still be able to connect with them. But there may be those who you haven't seen in years. They may have moved, life may have changed, and things really could have happened. So use your discretion with that. And it doesn't make sense keeping them if you haven't seen them in a long time, because when it's time to send out blast communication, you don't want to be sending information to persons who you haven't seen in over a year, let's say, or whatever the period of time is. I use my discretion as to who and when I remove from my database or not. It all depends on the situation, so you too can use your discretion where that is concerned. The key here is to just stay organized. Pay attention to your automations. And so you may ask, what are automations? It's Fresh's way of marketing for you behind the scenes. So ensure your messaging is correct, update and ensure your messaging reflects and aligns with your business policy at all times. Take a look at your reports as well. Last year's reports or whatever period you want to review to determine which services were in demand or not. And that information would give you an idea of what to do going forward. For this year, actually, all the time, you want to pay attention to your customer. You must make them feel appreciated. There are a number of ways you can do that in Fresher. You can give discounts or send birthday greetings, or you can do this on automation in Fresher, and this makes sure that your customers are satisfied. It doesn't have to be time consuming. It happens automatically in the marketing features. Last but not least at all, ensure your customer appointments are booked in advance if possible. That way your customer knows and they can plan for their appointment, and equally you know what your days look like. That prevents overbooking. It prevents empty slots in your schedule. And then that way you can ensure your recurring appointments are secure. Unlike me, who sometimes forget, you can go ahead and make sure that is done. The important thing to do is plan ahead. If you don't plan ahead, you will find yourself in the same predicament you were in last year. We are not going to repeat what happened in 2024. And make it happen in 2025. If you want to see increased bookings, you want to see increase in your income, if you want to be more organized, run a professional, successful, structured business, you need to implement different systems and processes so you can accomplish those goals. If you have not already done so, you need to register for the 2025 Year to Thrive web class, where we will cover all of this stuff. You don't want to miss this. This is exactly what I do that has allowed me to go from 0 customers to a wait list of customers, earn more than I ever have on a 9 to 5 job, educate my sons, invest, and meet my financial obligations. So I hope to see you soon.